Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Black Ops Cold War Best Classes. Today we're going to go over the Close Support class, which is like a team support based class that centers around the Bullfrog. I made this class because LMGs and stuff in Black Ops Cold War have quite a hard time because the game is so fast paced. You really are outgunned in most situations when you're using a slower weapon. So I've applied the theory of a team support and slower, more suppressive fire type class and applied it to a submachine gun, which is nice and snappy and fast, and hopefully it works for you. It worked for me, I loved it, and hopefully it's the same for you as well. My attachments for the Bullfrog are as follows. I use the Gunfighter wildcard with this class to get 7 attachments for my Bullfrog instead of the usual 5. I use the Microflex LED because it's my favourite close range optic, but if you prefer another closer range optic, then use that. I use the Spetsnaz compensator to reduce vertical recoil, and the VDV reinforced barrel for the boost to muzzle velocity and damage range. It does reduce my aim walking speed to that of a quadriplegic drunkard, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I use the GRU 5mm laser sight to increase my hip fire accuracy. It decreases your ADS time, but I'll solve that later. I use the Spetsnaz grip for my underbarrel for the increased recoil control, although once again it does slow my shooting move speed substantially. I use the fast mag as 50 rounds is plenty anyway, and the other magazines, they come with their own like downsides, even when it's like the only of the tier 1 extended magazines, which usually don't. But because the Bullfrog's got such a fat magazine anyway, it comes with its own downsides. So I'll just take the fast mag and take to the boost for reload speed, which is appreciated if not entirely necessary. I use the Spetsnaz field grip for the ADS speed and flinch resistance boost. And then I use the no stock attachment to improve my sprint out times, although it does sort of ruin my ADS time a bit, but I can compensate that with the GRU laser sight that I've put on. If the Bullfrog is the backbone of this class, then the Sigma is the heart and brain and eyes and gallbladder. The Sigma is great for taking out aerial kill streaks from spy planes to AC-130s. The Sigma handles it all. You can't attach anything to the Sigma, so I can't really recommend any attachments for this gun, or weapon I should say, although the Cherry Blossom camo is great for showing the other team that you're very manly. For my tactical, I use the flashbang like I always do. It is a support class, but it is an aggressive one, so a flashbang is great for just getting into rooms to take out sentry guns and stuff. For my lethal, I use the Semtex, and I pretty much always use the Semtex. It's so great. It's just really good. And for my field upgrade, I use the SAM turret, although compared to the Sigma, or just about anything else for that matter, it's about as useful as Katie Price in a wet paper bag, so you might want to take a trophy system or landmine instead. For my perks, I use Engineer as my perk 1, because it's great for seeing hostile trophy systems and landmines, and after all, as support, it's your job to deal with these things. For perk 2, I use Gearhead to charge the SAM turrets quicker, because they take an aged charge. And for perk 3, I use Ninja for silent movement, although if you're not really worried about that, then you might want to replace it with Spycraft, and then replace Engineer with Flak Jacket. For explosion resistance, known only to the gods, and Tommy Vercetti. For kill streaks, we're talking team support, so I went for the Air Patrol and Harp. For your third kill streak, take a spy plane or a counter spy plane, or maybe even a sentry turret. If you're running cruise missiles, AC-130s and jump jets with this class, you're probably someone who orders a cheese board without crackers, or cheese. As for team play, you can pretty much work alone with this class, but your best shot is escorting snipers to their sniping spots. So basically cover them at close range whilst they cover you at long range. So that's about all I've got time for today, guys. I'll see you later, stay safe and goodbye.